Quality control in Navure. X-bar charts. X-bar charts track the average of a quantitative variable over time to identify changes in trend and variability. The process involves two steps. First, estimating the chart parameters. Second, using those parameters to create the chart for your data. To illustrate the first step, open the XRS chart training data file located in the test data repository. In this file, each row contains the date the sample was taken and a size 5 sample values. These values are in each of the columns labeled measurement. The samples for the training data must be collected with the assumption that the mean and standard deviation of the variable remain constant and at an acceptable level during the collection of data for training. They do not necessarily be collected consecutively. To estimate the parameters of the X-bar charts, select the Graphics tab and press the QC Charts button. From the pop-up menu that appears, select Estimate Control Chart Parameters and then select the X-Chart menu item. A dialog box prompts you to specify the names of the columns containing the sample elements. Press the blue arrow button in the upper left corner of the dialog box once to proceed. An options window appears for estimating the control chart parameters. The left panel indicates that the normal approximation will be used to estimate the mean and sigma and specifies the sigma multiplier to be used in constructing the lower and upper control limits. The estimated parameters are displayed on the right. This information must be saved to be available in the second step. Pressing the Save Control Chart Parameters button brings up the usual save dialog for selecting the name and location of the parameter file. This completes the first step. Note that the first step does not need to be repeated each time you create an X-bar charts for the same process. The parameter estimated in the first step can be used multiple times. To illustrate the second step, open the XRS chart test data file in the test data repository. This file contains 6 columns. One is the order of the observations, which can be a date. The other columns contain the sample element values, which must be the same size as in the first step. Now let's select the Graphs tab, press the QC Charts button, select Generate Control Chart from the pop-up menu that appears, and then click the X-Chart item in the secondary pop-up menu. In the pop-up dialog box, specify the columns containing the sample and the order of the samples. Once the correct columns are assigned, click the blue arrow button in the upper left corner of the window to continue. In the dialog box that appears, you can use the previously estimated parameters, or you can use user-defined parameters. We will use the estimated parameters calculated in the first step. To proceed, click the open icon under the title, Trained Control Chart. When the dialog box opens, locate and open the file you created in step 1. The information it contains will be displayed below. Simply press the OK button and wait for the X-bar charts to appear. The process appears to be under control, as there is no evidence to suggest otherwise.